Once upon a time, there was a mother duck who was sitting on her eggs, waiting for them to hatch. It was a lovely summer day on the farm. Suddenly, one shell cracked, and then another, and from each egg came a little duckling that lifted its head and cried, "Pee, pee, pee!" "Quack, quack!" said the mother. Then they all quacked as well as they could and looked all around them at their new home. There was one egg that hadn't hatched yet. So the mother duck sat down on the nest and waited.
"How are you today?"
asked an old duck who paid her a visit. "One egg has not hatched yet," said the mother duck. "It will not break. But just look at all the others. They are the prettiest little ducklings I ever saw."
"Let me see the egg that will not break,"
said the old duck.
"I think it is a turkey's egg. I hatched some once, and after all my care with the young ones, they were afraid of the water. I quacked and clucked, but it didn't help. I could not get them to swim. Let me look at the egg. Yes, that is a turkey's egg. Listen to me. Leave it where it is and teach the other children to swim."
"I think I will sit on it a little while longer," said the duck. "I have sat so long already, a few days will be nothing." Finally, the large egg broke, and the young one came out crying. It was very large and ugly. But the poor duckling, who had come out of his shell last of all and looked so ugly, was beaten and pushed and made fun of, not only by the ducks, but by all the chickens. "He is too big," they all said. They made fun of the ugly duckling every day. Even his brothers and sisters were mean to him. The ducks pecked him, the chickens beat him, and the girl who fed the poultry kicked him with her feet. So one day he ran away. There was once a poor shoemaker who lived in a small house. He was a very poor shoemaker, and no one would buy his shoes. One day, he only had enough leather left for one pair of shoes. He was very worried and didn't know what to do. That night, he cut out the shoes which he was going to begin making the next morning. He said his prayers and went to bed, hoping that something would happen that would make some money for him. In the morning, when he was getting ready to sit down to work, he found that the pair of shoes were already finished and standing on his table. He was amazed and could not understand it at all. He picked up the shoes to look at them more closely. They were so perfectly sewn that not a stitch was out of place, and they were as good as the work of a master shoemaker. Soon, a customer came into the shoe shop. He saw the shoes and was very impressed.
"These are the finest shoes I have ever seen,"
said the customer.
"And look, they are a perfect fit."
He paid a lot of money for the new shoes,